Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm really glad you're here. I'm Dante, and I live with bipolar 2 disorder. Today I want to talk about something a little heavier. Should people with bipolar disorder be allowed to own guns? Now, before we go any further, I want you to know this is not a video about politics. This is a video about people. Real people. People like me, and maybe people like you. Let's look at it from both sides of the debate. On one side, there are real concerns. We can't ignore that bipolar disorder, especially untreated, can come with intense emotional swings, impulsivity, and even dangerous thoughts. I've been there. I've lived the highs where I thought I was unstoppable, and the lows where I didn't want to keep going. If you've been in that place, you know how scary it can get. From this perspective, some people feel it's just too risky. They worry that access to a firearm during a depressive or manic episode could lead to irreversible consequences. And that's a valid fear. We have to protect lives, including our own. But then, there's the other side. People with bipolar disorder are not defined by their diagnosis. We are veterans, parents, business owners, hunters, competitors, and protectors. We are capable, we are thoughtful, and many of us are stable, medicated, in therapy, and doing the work every single day. To say that we shouldn't own a gun just because we have bipolar? That feels like a blanket statement, and we all know those never fit just right. For some, gun ownership is about safety. For others, it's about identity. For many, it's a constitutional right. And those things matter too. So, where does that leave us? Somewhere in between. And that's okay. Now, I want to be really honest with you. In my personal opinion, I should never own a gun. My highs and lows scare me. I've lived through both, and I know what kind of risk I am. For me, that risk is real. But that's me. That's not everyone. I understand there are all kinds of severity levels in bipolar disorder. Some people are stable and self-aware. Some aren't. I would never suggest one blanket rule for all of us. But maybe it's fair to ask, should there be a guideline? And if so, what would that even look like? That's the kind of conversation I hope we can start here. This isn't about shame. It's about safety. It's about honor. And it's about knowing yourself well enough to say, maybe not yet. Or, yeah, I've got this. Because we're not all in the same place. And that's what makes this a conversation, not a rule. Thanks for sticking with me through this. I know people feel strongly about this topic, and you're allowed to. Let's talk about it in the comments, but please keep it respectful. We're not here to tear each other down. We're here to learn and grow. If you're new here, hit like and subscribe. And maybe check out some of my other videos on bipolar life, recovery, and what it's really like inside our heads. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health or thoughts of suicide, please don't go through it alone. Help is available. Call or text 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. There's always someone there to talk to. Until next time, Dante out.